for the land of the...
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. Here are the five for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the shooting guard. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Now here's Jackson. Leonard finds Cousins. Back to Leonard. George, that's a 2-pointer. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
The kick out to Irving. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Pass to Leonard. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I play under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
Here's Harris. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. It's Harden with the drive. Shot clock at 6. Irving with it. Guarded now by Morris. Irving passes to KD. And stolen by Cousins. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. Leonard, no luck.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Durant, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
That one falls.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Now Harden. Pass to Harris. On the wing, Harden. Guarded by Jackson. Harris dishes to Harden. Back to Harris. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving can't hit. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Kicks it out to Leonard. The dish to Morris. Outside Jackson. George passes to Cousins. Makes it off the glass.
As much as today's game is being played on the perimeter, it's good to see Cousins attacking inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And here we go. Oh, Morris in position, and Morris throws it down.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Durant. Here's Irving. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide open man.
Outside, George. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Irving. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Nets with the new shot clock. Leonard with the steal. Here's George. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now Durant. James Harden missing on the 3. And the rejection by Cousins. Harris misses. Now the Clippers with it. Big stretch here going 10-2. Nets trail by 6. It's Harden with the drive, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And DeAndre is one of the best in the business in that situation. You let him sneak in behind you, and you're going to pay.
On the wing, Jackson. Back to George. The jumper's good from inside 6 feet.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. KD looking around. Kicks it to Irving. Here's Harden on the wing. In the corner, it's Harris. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Beverly, the pass to Mann. Pass to Ibaka. Nice move. And the layup is up and in.
Wow, that was a nice athletic roll out of the screen. Ibaka moves with tremendous ease.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Rajon Rondo. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward. Morris, no good. Nets trail by 6. Dinwiddie drives in. It's good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Clipper shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Now here's Rondo. The pass to Zubac. Shoots over Brown. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got his first 2 points.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
And here's Harden. He dishes it to Brown. To the inside. Just 5 to shoot. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Kennard kicks to Rondo. Back to Kennard. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Nets trail by 4. Over in the corner, Brown. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target with his 3. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. And the layup is good.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Kennard against Dinwiddie. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Inside, Zubac the pass to Morris. A second chance effort. Outside for Rondo. Passes to Mann. Here's Zubac. Morris trying to free himself up. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Harden the pass to Dinwiddie. There's the feed to Green. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
So both teams changing it up here. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's Beverly following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Here's Durant. No good on the shot. The Clippers go the other way with it. Pass to man. Now Zubac. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Ibaka down low. Guarded by Green. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
On the wing, Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
To the middle, here's Kennard. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
Irving passes to KD. Jordan trying to free himself up, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Beverly against Irving. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverly. That's a terrific pass.
And here's Harris from the arc. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. From the get-go, it was the Clippers who came out strong. You could see the daggers in... And that's...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, Serge Ibaka displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Pass to Jackson. To the paint. Morris kicks to George. And that one hits back iron.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Leonard the pass to Cousins. Banked in off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And Jordan has it in the corner. And here's Harris from the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Irving against George. He kicks to Cousins. And he overshot that one, missing.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down. High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Here's George. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. George against Irving. George passes to Morris. Now, here's George. He's covered closely. Three-pointer. Morris, no good.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
And they take the lead. Harden's got 6 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Jackson against Harden. Jackson, that's good.
You know, spending a lot of time in practice on shooting drills. Reggie looking calm and confident from that spot.
George against Harden. Right side, Jordan, 13 feet away. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's George. Outside Leonard. 1:44 left in the third. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Bruce Brown comes in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The Clippers also changing it up. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Cousins. And it's Batum in for Morris. Here's Dinwiddie. Paul George making his last shot. It's Harden with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for him.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
George looking over the floor. Dishes it to Jackson. Back to George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Harden. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Green, he's checked in for Durant. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Beverly's checked in.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Sure. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
Clippers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. George against Brown. Goes back up. And the layup by George. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus.
Over in the corner, Green. Here's Dinwiddie. Misses the jumper. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 3. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Luke Kennard out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's man in at the small forward position. Here is Harden, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Good on the shot. And the Clippers lead by 7.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And there's the pass to Durant. Dinwiddie outside. A three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Man passes to Leonard. Offline with the baseline jumper. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Cousins against KD. Green passes to Dinwiddie. And the rejection by Cousins.
All over that one. DeMarcus gets himself in position, times the block beautifully.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Flat out effort play right there. The kind that can be the difference between a win and a loss.
Now here's Rondo. Kennard kicks to Cousins. 6 on the shot clock. Nets trail by 5. Stripped it away. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Takes the 3. Rebound by Jeff Green. Nets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. For 3, Durant. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Clippers leading by 7. Kennard for 3. Connects from three-point range.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively.
Nets passing it around. Durant for 3. And with the rebound.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Leonard kicks to Cousins. Kennard for 3. The shot, no good for the Nets. This one not looking good. Back to Green. Outside, KD. This is it to Brown. Out to the right wing. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Rondo with the steal. Down low. Pass to Man. This one for 3. No good. Shot missing. Net shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Harden outside. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Kennard, the pass to Leonard. Rondo wide open. Second shot opportunity. And it's sent back by KD.
I'll tell you, if you're not looking out, KD will send your shot back.
Harden outside from downtown. That shot is off. The Clippers go the other way with it.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Clippers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Cousins.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Leonard with the steal. From deep. The Clippers get another chance here. Second chance shot. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. 9-point game. Durant, no good. Kennard on the wing for 3. The Clippers keep it alive. And that one's good. Leonard.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. They've got Joe Harris. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Durant in at the 4 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Griffin's shot is good. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
McCollum finds Covington. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Nurkic. Yep, that one goes.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered by the contact.
On the wing, Harden lets it go from deep. Nets with the new shot clock. Outside Irving. Griffin down low. Working on Nurkic. Griffin passes to Irving. The 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's McCollum. He can't get that one. Good D by Irving. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Harden wide open. He shoots. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A good decision maker. He looks to make the right plays. Irving's contributions on the glass, they don't go unnoticed.
Back to Lillard. McCollum against Irving. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. There's Covington. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Nurkic can't hit. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside.
And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yeah, Jay, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep you guessing. McCollum, he's a threat in transition. He excels at leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
Harden inside the three-point line. Again, the Nets for 2.
They've tailored their offense around him, and let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
McCollum against Irving. Outside Covington. Back to McCollum. Over Irving. McCollum no good.
A golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. A putback doesn't go for him. The Nets go the other way with it. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for McCollum. Jeff Green is checked in for the Nets. Bruce Brown comes in for Harris. A minute 50 left here in the first quarter. And the basket by Lillard.
The remarkable range of Lillard. I mean, you see these shots he makes from distance with ease, effortless release.
Irving finds KD. It's Durant on the wing. Here's Harden on the wing. Back to KD. And the three ball is good.
Lethal three-point shooter Durant is, especially dangerous when he's looking to get revenge.
Lillard outside. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Jeff Green picks one up.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear though he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Robert Covington's checked in for Powell. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Pass to Claxton. Over in the corner, Brown. No good from outside. Trailblazers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And Lillard gets it to go. Here is Harden. To the wing on the left. Dinwiddie kicks to Harden. Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton, covered by Anthony. Over in the corner, Brown. 4 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 3. Now the pass to Lillard. The 11-footer. Anthony right side. Pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Pulls it up. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Lillard's got 10 points.
Lillard, he has a sweet jump shot. The defense has to know he's deadly from there.
Here's Dinwiddie. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Portland out in front. They lead by 5. And we'll be... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Green. He's out there with Brown. And it's Harden in at the 1. Here's Anthony. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way. That they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Now McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Launches it. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Green, the pass to Brown. On the wing, Harris. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Trailblazers leading by 6. Passes it to Cantor. Over to the wing. To the middle. Here's Anthony. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Here's Dinwiddie. And the 3 off target. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Jones. Inside. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Jones. And it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. There's Brown with the 3, and Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 12. Anthony kicks to Cantor. And the pass to Jones. To the paint. Kicks it out to McCollum. Simons, the pass to McCollum. It's Jones on the wing. Launches a 3. And McCollum is good for 3. McCollum's got 5 now.
Well, he's a volume 3-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
There's Brown with the 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Outside Anthony. No one near him. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Simons, the pass to Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Kicks to McCollum. From deep 3-point range, and another 3 for Portland.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
On the wing, Green. And again, it's the Nets missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Brown against McCollum. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Kicks it out to Jones. Offline with his 3. Nets trail by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Basket good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. A 3 from McCollum. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Jones. Cantor trying to free himself up. Pass to McCollum. Here's the 3. Tries to save it. To the inside. Here's Brown. And the layup's good off the glass.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
And so it's Portland sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Carmelo, you got some real numbers off the bench in the first half. How important?
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 10 points, and he doesn't get talked about that. That's all for now.
It took me 19 years to finally start to believe, and it's me.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Hyundai Hollis Jefferson out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Powell in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And at 280 pounds, I mean, Nurkic is difficult to deter, even when you hit him. I mean, he's just so strong.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard from outside. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
He dishes it to Nurkic. Beyond the arc. Lillard misses. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 16-point game. On the wing, Irving. And the Nets miss again.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
Hollis Jefferson kicks to Nurkic. Lillard outside. 6 to shoot. From past the arc. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Irving dishes to Griffin. Shoots over Nurkic. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Lillard outside. And Lillard gets double teamed. Powell kicks to Lillard. Here's Nurkic. And Portland again with the bucket.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Harden the pass to Irving. On the wing, Harris. Here's Griffin. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Lillard misses.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
On the wing, Harden. Back to Harris. Damian Lillard pulls it in.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Shoots the 3. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, this is what Griffin gives you. Excellent vision, excellent decision-making with the ball in his hands.
Lillard bounce pass. Covington finds Lillard. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 16 points.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Powell in the high post. Over Irving. And again, it's Portland converting.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
And Harden launches it from deep. Portland grabs the miss. Covington's got his 6th rebound on the night. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Lillard scanning the floor. Back to Covington. To the paint. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Shoots over Griffin. Nurkic can't hit. Nets trail by 21. Harden the pass to KD. The tray. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pass to Covington. He feeds it to Nurkic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 8.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Green on out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point. The Trailblazers shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. He kicks to Cantor. Jones looking for an opening. Fires the 3. The Trailblazers rebound.
That's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. Irving for 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Jones against Brown. Fires for 3. Cantor kicks to Anthony. And here's McCollum for 3. They get it back. A 3 ball. Kicks it out to Jones. From outside the arc. Cantor, the pass to Carmelo. Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap. No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. It's stolen by Brown. Durant wide open. He fires. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Look at that gorgeous form on the jumper. That's Durant. You see that balance, the smooth release?
Jones against Brown. Cantor, the pass to Simons. A 3 from McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
His 3-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
Harden, no good. Portland with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. McCollum outside. Jacks up a 3. The pass to Simons. McCollum deciding where to go with it. 5 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Trailblazers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Pass to Simons. Takes a three. Cantor kicks to Anthony. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game play. Lobs it up for Anthony. It's stolen by Green. Irving against McCollum. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Green.
One of the best point guards in the league, getting inside and finishing. Kyrie Irving.
From deep. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting. Welcome to 2K Sports for another. Let's take a look at our starters from Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. And stolen by Lillard. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up over Jackson. Trailblazers keep it alive. Covington finds Powell. Stolen by Jackson. Lob pass to George.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Now McCollum. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Now, here is George, following the missed shot by Nurkic.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Now, here's Lillard. Tries it from 19. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. McCollum against George. And it's McCollum off the drive. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Jackson finds George. It's good.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. McCollum against George. Back to McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Clock at 4. Shoots over Leonard. That one, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Here we go, 1-on-1. Jackson against Lillard. It's good.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Now, here is George. He's got 6. He feeds it to Cousins. Back to George. Over McCollum. The shot by George, no good. Trailblazers trail by 4. Cousins, the pass to George. From deep three-point range. Morris kicks to George. Here's Cousins. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Lillard against Jackson. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here's George for 3. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard dishes to Powell. Back to Lillard. In the corner, Powell with it. Over George with the tip. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's McCollum after the basket by Los Angeles. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Powell dishes to Nurkic from the arc, and it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that?
They get a hand on it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. 8 seconds left in the first. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. And that one's good. Beverly.
Well, this guy is a fighter. Patrick Beverly will not back down from contact.
Anthony with it. The shot comes out, and we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers ahead. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got McCollum. Collins is out there with Ennis Cantor. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the point. Down low, Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Clippers leading by 8. Here's Leonard, and the layup falls.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Anthony on the wing. Passes it to Simons. McCollum outside. Just 5 on the clock. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Kennard against McCollum. The pass to Mann. Outside Rondo. A rebound by Simon.
Out of bounds. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
For the Clippers, Baca comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Rajon Rondo. And then for the Trailblazers, Norman Powell comes in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now here's Anthony. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Canner. And he drops in the layup off the glass. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform harm a franchise's future.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Now, Kennard, after the missed three from Damian Lillard. Here's Mann. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Zubac, the pass to Beverly. Kennard with the ball. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. And now Portland on the break. Here's Powell. Collins controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. They've led by as much as 10. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. He gets that one. Zubac has got 6 here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And it's Anthony with the jam.
You know, power and finesse, that is the essence of Carmelo Anthony's offensive brilliance.
Powell against Kennard. No good with the triple. Trailblazers trail by 6. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. One-on-one fast break. Kicks it to Ibaka. And there it is for him.
Well, you love how Ibaka goes right up with the shot. Doesn't hesitate for a second off the catch.
Now, here's Lillard. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Lillard's got 6.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
And so it's the... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 8 points and 2 assists. Thanks for joining us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Kennard is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Mann in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Now here's Anthony. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Pushing it up. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. From deep. Buries it from three-point range. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Outside Anthony. Back to Nurkic. Three-pointer, Lillard. Knocks down the 3-ball. He's got 9.
And that's Dame showing that competitive side. Loves a good duel, especially from range.
Here's George. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Damian Lillard.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Catching up on the changes for Portland. Jones checked in for Anthony, and McCollum subbed in for Powell.
I don't know if it's underplayed, but there's an all-around aspect to what Paul George does on a night-by-night basis. This guy is an elite two-way player.
And it's Lillard missing. Clippers leading by 9. Jackson in the corner. Pass to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Hits it from three-point range. George has got 14.
Well, the three-point shooting of Paul George is an important attribute. Because he can put it on the deck, he's got to balance it with that kind of look right there.
Now here's McCollum. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
McCollum against George. Leonard inside. Morris kicks to Leonard. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You can go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throw.
Cantor checked in for Portland. Now, here's George. 14 points for him. Rebounded by Covington. And he goes in for the dunk.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Outside, George. Here's Leonard. Out to Morris. Inside. Leonard, the pass to George. And again, no good by the Clippers. Trailblazers trail by 9. McCollum with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Up again, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
Outside for Jackson. And Leonard has it in the corner. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Leonard. Collins checked in for Portland. McCollum passes to Simons. Jones kicks to McCollum. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Rondo finds George. Back to Rondo. Oh, Morris in position. Cousins, the pass to Morris. Now George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And another shot. Portland grabs the miss. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. McCollum, and he converts the layup. McCollum's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Rondo passes to George. And Jones sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Stolen by McCollum. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody back. Plays it in off the breakaway. Now just a 4-point Clipper lead.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers lead by 4. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard, Anthony is out there with Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Simons in at the 2.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The shot by Powell, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Passes it to Kennard. Fires the 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
The putback, it's good on the putback. Anthony's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Rondo passes to Mann. Morris, left side, 11 feet away, and it's Portland with the rebound. Anthony's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And Portland with a change here, too. Collins checked in for Anthony Simons. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Nurkic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers. And Leonard has it in the corner. Nailed from three-point land. Leonard's got 9 points now in just the second half. Lillard dishes to Powell. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Back to Lillard. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. 4 on the clock. Baseline try. And that one goes long. Clippers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. George passes to Ibaka. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
Now, here is George. Jackson finds Ibaka. And George, here we go. And it's good, 2 points. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Wow. How about Paul George commanding the basketball when his team needs a basket? Go to work, sir.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Paul George really making a difference here.
Guys, you have got to find a way to slow this man down. This is a great timeout.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
And it's the Clippers with the ball. After the Trailblazers pick up 2. Here's Leonard. And he makes good on the layup. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. It's good from long range.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
George dishes to Leonard. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Powell, no one around him. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Norman Powell on the big-time delivery.
George against Powell. Over in the corner, Zubac. The pass to Ibaka. Back to Zubac. Great D that time from Nurkic. The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Getting some solid looks for them.
And this is why Melo gets the big bucks. A lot of players will shy away position.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. Marcus Morris comes in for Serge Ibaka. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Jones comes in for Collins. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Norman Powell. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 7. To the middle. It's stolen by Anthony. Outside, Jones. To the paint. It's tipped.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're leading by 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Covington's checked in. It's McCollum on the wing, defended by George. Here is Lillard. Outside, Jones.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
It's the first. That increases their lead to 6.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
And so it's Portland winning this one. A narrow win under dip. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. Then there's Harris, and it's Irving in at the 2 spot. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Marcus Morris is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point. Now here's Jackson. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Outside, George. And he lays it straight in.
And George is very capable at knocking down difficult shots. I mean, because of his size and stroke and ball handling and his added strength, he's able to shoot over good defense and knock them down.
Here's KD. Paul George making his last shot. The 3 from Harden. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Leonard with the bucket.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact. Now,
here is Irving. Durant in the corner. And here's Harris from the arc. Good on the triple. Harris has got a couple of threes now in the first for Brooklyn.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Jackson passes to Leonard. To the inside. And Cousins gets it to go.
Cousins plays inside with an attitude that says, you want to stop me? Give me your best shot.
Pass to Harris. In the corner, Irving with it. He kicks it to Durant. In the corner, it's Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now. Harris misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Leonard against Griffin. Leonard the pass to Cousins. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Durant. Pass to Harris. Back to KD. The three from Harden. Lets the three fly. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Inside. Morris kicks to Leonard. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Harden dishes to Irving. Off target from outside. And it's the Clippers ball. And George, here we go. Nobody near Leonard. They get it back. Over Harris. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Now the pass to Harden. Lets it go with a three. And again, it's the Nets missing. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard the pass to Jackson. Cousins trying to free himself up. Jackson misses. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. KD looking around. For three, Harris. That shot off. And the Clippers will come the other way. Morris kicks to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Hey, and George really is one of the better dunkers in the league. Actually, one of the best. He's creative. He's got great bounce, excellent length, and pretty creative every time he gets a chance to throw it down.
Now, here is Irving. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Clippers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Feeds to George. Leonard the pass to George. Jackson in the corner. Pass to Morris. Clock at 6. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. They could use a bucket. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Jackson. Lays it up off the glass.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with Brown. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. Brown the pass to Claxton. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Brown. Back to Harden. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Rajon Rondo. Beverly the pass to Kennard. He dishes it to Ibaka. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Nets trail by 4. Harden kicks to Brown. The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Kennard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Ibaka finds Kennard. That one goes. Count it. Kennard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
To the left wing. Green against Ibaka. Over Green. Kept alive. Zubac kicks to Kennard. That 3 off the mark. Nets trail by 6. Pass to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden gets the bucket.
You know, sometimes you're risking the blow-by or the drive-by if you play tight on Harden. Or like here, maybe he'll knock down the jumper right in your face. You just got so many ways to hurt you. It's hard to guard it.
There's the pass to Ibaka. Shot from 12. Green with the rebound. The Nets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Kennard against Dinwiddie. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by Beverly.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Green against Ibaka. Pulls it from the elbow. No good there. And the Clippers will come the other way. Kennard finds Ibaka. Here's Mann. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Harden outside. We've got 1:23 left in the second quarter. There's the 3. And Harden with the stuff.
I don't think there's anybody who works harder for his points than Harden does. I mean, if he has to attack the glass to get him, he'll do that too.
Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. Back to Kennard. Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound. Zubac. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Harden dishes to Green. 43 seconds left to play here in the half. Harden kicks to Green. Fires from deep. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Hey, we know Harden can score it, but he also has great vision.
Passes to Mann. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Pass to Kennard. A 3. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And we've seen this offense step back into 3-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
For better or worse, and it looks like the latter. I mean, those threes not really falling yet.
Stolen by Harden. Dishes it to Dinwiddie. With 1 on the clock, and he dunks it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage. And
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Joe Harris with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
We got DeMarcus Cousins. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
Three terrific kids, you're right. Durant against Morris. And Durant, here we go. Just 4 to shoot. Harden can't hit.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
The shot by George, no good. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 5. It's Durant on the wing. KD on the wing. Back to Harris. Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Griffin finds KD. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Leonard from 3. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Pass to KD. Here's Harris out to KD. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving from long range. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. A 3 from Leonard. Rebounded by the Nets. Harden's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, KD. Durant with another miss.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Outside for Jackson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And a wide open look for Irving. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Morris passes to Cousins. Leonard fires away from outside. And the Clippers miss again.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Durant kicks to Harden. From downtown. And it's Durant missing.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
KD on the wing. Launches a 3. Harden can't hit.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Morris passes to Leonard. Fires the 3. The Clippers keep it alive. And George able to finish. And now a 12-point Clipper lead.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Harden.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Clippers.
George from deep three-point land. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Nets trail by 10. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Up and in on the layup.
Boy, that's exactly how you punish a team in transition. Kyrie getting out in front and going straight on the attack.
From deep, George. No good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Another shot. And Durant lays it in.
Well, 1 make in 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harris against Leonard. Five to shoot. Count that bucket.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
On its way from Irving for 2, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The third quarter comes to a close. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Durant, also Green out there. Irving is out there with Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Irving dishes to Green. This one for 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Zubac finds Beverly. Kennard against Dinwiddie. Releases. Kennard's shot is off. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 8-point game. A putback, and Durant is right there.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Kennard with the ball. From deep. It's hauled in by Brown. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Durant with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Brown kicks to Durant. Drains it from beyond the arc.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
And Los Angeles with some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Serge Ibaka. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Morris against Green. Morris with the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
Irving for 3. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. A 3 from Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. From deep 3-point range. Rebound, Brooklyn.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Green passes to Griffin. Kicks it to Brown. Outside Irving. From outside, off the mark.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make it.
And there's the pass to Kennard. Off target from 3-point range.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
But Trey. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
The shot by KD. No good. Clippers leading by 5. Morris with the ball. Now Green defending. Here's Rondo. No good off the front iron. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Irving with it. Beyond the arc. That doesn't go either for KD.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
And he gets it to go.
Well, you know, Rondo's a multi-time league assist leader. If you're open, he's getting you to rock.
Passes it to Green. Brown kicks to Green. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Green. And James Harden subbed in for Bruce Brown. Jackson from long range. Griffin grabs the board. The Nets shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Irving passes to Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn. From deep, George. Jackson from long range. They get it again. Outside for George. Over Irving. Los Angeles with another miss.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Harris's shot is off. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The shot by George, no good. It's the Nets now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Harden, no good. Jacks up a three. Out to the right wing. Durant with the steal. Irving for three. No good. So the Clippers with the win. It was a... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Brooklyn, Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Griffin. And it's Irving at the shooting guard. Harris misses.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that one.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. But hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But, I know you were doing your thing, but you would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Nurkic with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Lillard. Come on. Misses off the right iron.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Durant, the pass to Harden. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Oh, defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Sweet move, and the layup good by Covington.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Harden, the pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Durant in the corner. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. No good from Irving. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Down low, here's Nurkic, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered by the contact.
Harden kicks to Harris. It's Irving, top of the key. Launches it. Rebounded by McCollum.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Outside Durant. Back to Harden. Harris passes to Harden. And here's Griffin. He's guarded by Nurkic. Irving for 3. Lillard with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Covington with the bucket. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts of maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Harden against Lillard. Back to Harden. Outside Irving. In the corner. Harden. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
And it's Lillard missing. Nets trail by 6. The three from KD. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
A go-to shot for KD. I mean, his catch-and-shoot jumper is butter.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Bruce Brown comes in for Harris. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in. Harden kicks to KD. The three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Brown with it. Lillard picks him up. Pass to Harden. KD on the wing. Here's the three. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Passes it to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Sinks the three-pointer.
And sometimes McCollum is automatic from there. You can't give him this shot if you're the D.
Now Harden. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Guys, Robert Covington firing on all cylinders so far for the Portland Trailblazers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Jones. Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point guard. There's Dinwiddie after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And it's Green missing. Anthony, the pass to Kanter. Outside, Jones. Over to the left wing. There's Hollis-Jefferson. Anthony trying to get open. Hollis-Jefferson, good. Hollis-Jefferson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. The pass to Irving. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Irving's got 6 points.
Such a smooth operator. I mean, Irving knows he has the green light to let it fly from deep.
Pass to Anthony. Outside, Jones. Back to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. No good on that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. No good on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 7. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Bucket is good. Anthony's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
Pass to Dinwiddie for the 3. They kick it out to Green. Outside Irving. And Kanter pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Simons. No good on the 3.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Jones drives in. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's the break. Kicks to Brown. Right wing. Fires the three. Here's Dinwiddie. And the wide open shot from Green. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Portland leading by 9. And it's blocked. 1:53 left in the first half. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Pass to Irving. Shoots the three. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anthony kicks to Jones. Out to Anthony. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. And the basket by Jones.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Irving with a clean look. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Simons over Green. The shot by Anthony, no good.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
And the pass to Dinwiddie. On the wing, Green. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Jones, the pass to Simons. Back to Jones. Outside Anthony. Here's Cantor. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Cantor's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
From deep, Green. They get the rebound. Dinwiddie outside. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. Robert Covington had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points and 1 rebound. And that's a wrap.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Robert Covington. What a contribution.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
We've got Durant, Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Griffin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights. I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving has proven to be a sensational teammate.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. In the corner, Powell with it. Portland moving the ball around. 3-pointer, Lillard. Pass to Powell. And here's McCollum. From past the arc. The rebound by Harden.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Irving for 3. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night.
Offensive rebound. Powell dishes to Covington. Nurkic with it. Pass to Powell. Tries again. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Lillard outside. Fires for three. And it's Lillard again missing. Nets trail by 15. Harden with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Outside Durant. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Durant's got 5 now.
And you can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Harden against Lillard. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Green, he's checked in for Griffin. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Nets trail by 12. Durant, the pass to Harris. There's the triple. They grab their own miss. Durant kicks to Harris. Back to Dinwiddie. Harris outside. Green finds Harris. Durant in the corner. Stolen by McCollum. Lillard surveying the D. From deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. KD's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Dinwiddie outside. From deep, Harden. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
McCullough is used to getting hit. Got to respect his ability to draw contact on the way up.
Portland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Brown's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Durant with a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Durant's got 8.
Come on, man. That's just scary how Durant looks from that far out. He looks like he could take another 5 steps back and still have that easy, fluid motion.
Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. Powell for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Back to Brown. Harden outside. Durant, the pass to Green. Brown outside. Back to Harris. Puts up a 3. Portland grabs the miss. Powell finds McCollum. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
I think McCullough's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back to the action after this word. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right
there. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Portland, Anthony out there with Norman Powell. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Collins, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Powell for 3. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight. But until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
McCollum against Harris. Simons, the pass to McCollum. And it's off from three-point range. And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Trailing by 13. Another miss by Harden.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Basket counts.
McCullough is a strong combo guard. Excels at whipping the ball over to his teammates.
Nets have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here's Harris from the arc. Collins grabs the miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Harden outside. Kept alive. Brown the pass to Green. And here's Harris from the arc. Brooklyn now working with the new shot clock. And Durant launches from deep. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. Trailblazers leading by 18. Here's Simons. Passes it to McCollum. There's the three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. For three, Harris. Harris missing again.
I mean, with all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, I mean, he's become a weight around the neck. I mean, somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
It's McCollum on the wing. Over Brown. And it's off the back rim. No good. Inside. Out to KD. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist.
This is where Durant feasts. I mean, he can let it fly, and he has confidence.
Knocked away. It's McCollum on the wing. Three-pointer. Powell, the pass to Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McCollum fires from way outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Nets trail by 15. Durant kicks to Harris. Back to Durant. Nets passing it around. Brown wide open. He fires. And the Nets another three.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Here's Powell. Easy jumper from very short distance. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
For Portland, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Trailblazers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for C.J. McCollum.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points, but they get it back. Harden surveying the D. KD finds Harris. Hands it from downtown.
Good recognition from Durant. He's a talented passer.
Oh, and it goes in!
Range. How do you stop that?
You can't.
How do you stop that?
You cannot. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building. And David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Jones, and it's Lillard in at the point. Here's Morris. Finished off the break.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court. And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Jackson against Lillard. Jackson kicks to George. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Lillard with it. Guarded now by Morris. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
George against Powell. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Fast break. Here we go. Nurkic dishes to Powell. Back to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Lillard, and again is Portland converted.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
George looking around. To the middle. Leonard the pass to Cousins. Nobody near George. And it's George again missing. And it's Cousins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offense.
To the inside. Here's Nurkic. The shot by Lillard wide open. And another 3 for Portland.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 5 now. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great play.
Paul George right now 1 step ahead of his defender, using the old pumping.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Anthony's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Norman Powell. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Rondo against Lillard. Tipped away. Collins dishes to Lillard. Shoots over Zubac. Offensive rebound. Cantor. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Man passes to Rondo. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Yep, it counts. Cantor's got his second basket.
Well, this is the area where Cantor can really unleash his offensive arsenal. Difficult guy to defend inside.
Here's George. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Pulls up. Shoots from the right block. Zubac, no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Collins passes to Cantor. And the shot goes in. Cantor's got 6.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
I can't take Melo for granted on defense. That time with the active hands to help come away with the steal.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
They've got Enes Kanter. Collins is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Good timing on the fast break. We don't talk about that enough. Melo coming into the play and then finishing it off.
And, you know, if you only look at the box score for Zach Collins, then you're missing the whole picture. He's a terrific defender.
I agree with you, G.A. I think his scoring is going to come, but obviously they have potent guard play, and that's not much needed. What is needed is on the interior, him being active as a big man and defending around the rim. It is something that Zach Collins is capable of doing.
Keeps it alive.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Doubled by McCollum. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the basket by McCollum.
Well, that's a go-to for C.J. He looks to spray it from three-point line as much as he possibly can.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
G.A., thank you.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Well, every time Patrick Beverly knocks it down from that spot, it's going to add more and more to his confidence in this game.
Anthony, the pass to McCollum. Back to Anthony. Over Ibaka. Anthony's shot is off. Kanter finds McCollum. And here's Collins from outside. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Clippers trail by 13. Here's Man. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
McCollum outside. There's the pass to Simons. Anthony right side. Over Ibaka. Shot clock at 5. Almost, but it rolls out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Kennard against McCollum. A 3-ball. They get it back. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Ibaka.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's McCollum, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. McCollum's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Kennard. It's deflected.
That's good footwork from the big man. Is Cantor aware defensively to get to that one? Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Passes it to Nurkic. There's the lob to Lillard. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. George, way outside. Can't connect from long distance.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And that's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And so we conclude the football. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to leading the way at the start. It was Damian Lillard. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds. That's all for now.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's George in at the 2.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence as these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Powell with it. Dishes to Lillard. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic getting up there and weighting that rim.
George passes to Morris. Inside, and the dunk by Jackson.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
George against Powell. Pass to Covington. Wide open look. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And stays ready and reacts quickly. Covington is an ideal catch-and-shoot scoring option.
Back to George. And that one, good.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Lillard outside. Down low. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Nurkic has got his second bucket.
Well, Nurkic is so big, does a great job, and fends off the defense on his way to the score.
And George gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Powell, the pass to Nurkic. And here is Powell. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 6 points.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Think about Paul George in his second year in the NBA being named the most improved player. He's just gotten better from that point. And you don't have to win an award every year to prove it.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Collins finds McCollum. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. He's got 10.
McCollum's got such good body contact. He had to have known that he was going to get hit on that play.
And he makes that one.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. McCollum feeling it out a bit. On the top of the key. Portland with a new 14. That one goes in.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
And an excellent pass by Morris. A guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. There's 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. Cullen passes to Anthony. Over Kennard. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Cantor kicks to McCollum. Pass to Simons. Second chance shot. Nice jump shot. Good. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
So the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
It's Powell on the wing. Over Kennard. The putback and staying with the play, Anthony. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close with a... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Damian Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. George is checked in for the Clippers. They've got Powell. Anthony out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jones in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
George, and Jones sends it back. They retain possession. A nice shot by George.
Now, Paul George right now invested fully in this game and on both ends of the floor. Relentless on offense thus far.
Paul George with the steal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Lillard way outside. Misses the 3. Clippers trail by 3. Here's George. An easy 2 points on the layup. George has got 32 points.
Well, you'd like to push Paul George out of the paint if possible. Goes into his bag of tricks to score that time.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Powell, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The free throw drops for Powell. And Portland making a change here. Covington's checked in. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Luke Kennard. He's perfect from the line this time.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
And there's the pass to George. To tie it up. He's off on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Covington wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 3. And George gets it to go. George has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. There's the lob to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Derek Jones. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in.
Known as a coachable guy with a very positive attitude, Cantor has to be feeling good on that shot. That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
Portland leading. Here's Lillard. Unable to get that one. Ibaka with some nice D. George with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Offensive rebound. So they take the lead. George has got 38 points.
Paul George getting after it. They're helping out the teammates to try to secure one a second time.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that ties the game up.
But you got quicks, you got instincts, and you got aggression. Damian Lillard capable of taking over just about any time he wants. You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
And George, here we go. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time. And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
And the basket by Lillard.
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
Here's George. Money!
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Lillard looking around. With the putback. And Kent are able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Well, he's made some big shots dating back to his playing days in Europe. Cantor coming through here in the clutch. Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Lillard against Jackson. Pass to Collins. It's McCollum on the wing. Kicks it out to Collins. It's hauled in by Zubac. And the Clippers have possession. They lead by 1. Leonard finds Ibaka. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Collins. Missed. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.